The best theory of persuasion in the world is called reasoned action theory, or the theory of reasoned action, or the theory of planned behavior. It goes by multiple names. And I'm going to explain it to you in less than 3 minutes. The theory predicts our intentions to do behaviors. It doesn't predict our behavior. It predicts what are called behavioral intentions. That is, do I intend to exercise? Do I intend to get up early in the morning? Do I intend to eliminate processed foods, etc.? And the best predictor of behavior, it turns out, is these behavioral intentions. So that's what the theory predicts. And it predicts these intentions only for what are called volitional behaviors or voluntary behaviors. So these are only behaviors that are under our voluntary control that this model can predict. If it's really under addictive control or something else, it can't predict it. There are 3 factors that predict behavioral intentions. The first is attitudes, the second is subjective norms, and the third is what's called perceived behavioral control. Attitude is what I think about the outcomes of a behavior. Do I think the behavior will lead to outcomes that I value or outcomes that I dread? And attitude is made up of 2 things, belief strength and outcome evaluation. Belief strength is how strongly do I believe that exercise will make me more fit? And outcome evaluation is how much do I want to be more fit? So those 2 things combined, how certain am I that the behavior will produce an outcome, and how much do I value that outcome? Those 2 things combine to produce our attitude. Next are subjective norms. Subjective norms generally are what I think other people want me to do with respect to this behavior. So so-called injunctive norms are what I think the important other people in my life want me to do with respect to my behavior. So I go through all the other important people in my life when it comes to exercise, and I think, does my mother want me to exercise? Does my doctor want me to exercise? Does my partner want me to exercise, etc.? And those things combine to form my subjective norm, what I think others want me to do with respect to the behavior. There's another kind of norm called descriptive norms, which is what I think most people like me do when it comes to exercise or whatever the behavior is. So those are norms. And the third factor that predicts intentions is what's called perceived behavioral control or self-efficacy. This is the extent to which I think I'm capable of doing the behavior and there aren't any obstacles in my way. So if I think there are obstacles in my way, I sort of ask myself, how big an obstacle is it? Could I overcome it? And if those obstacles are too much, then I won't have the intention to do the behavior if I don't think I can do it. So there you have it. Attitudes, subjective norms, and perceived behavioral control combine in a weighted fashion to produce our behavioral intention. And then our behavioral intention is highly but not perfectly correlated with our actually doing the behavior. And that, in a nutshell, is reasoned action theory, the most popular theory of persuasion in the world.